we are experiencing a lot of stress collectively. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about stress today. So, stress is something we all experience. There's good kinds of stress, and there are things like chronic stress, and a lot of us struggle with chronic stress. And so, I want to give you some ideas today about how to manage your chronic stress. So, first of all, when we think of stress, we often think, okay, say for example, you have a test coming up, okay, and that test is really stressing you out. I would call that a stressor. So, you think once you finish that test, oh, whew, I'm good. I shouldn't have any more stress, right? Wrong. When the stressor goes away, we have to complete the stress cycle. So oftentimes people, when they are going through really significant things in their life, or like say a doctor going through school, they will get sick after they're finished, after the stressor is gone. And so why is that? It's because oftentimes we don't complete the stress cycle. And so the stress cycle it's just like in nature. So say for example, you saw a coyote chasing a rabbit and then the rabbit got away. There is a physical response in the body that the rabbit will use to complete the stress cycle. And it's literally shaking. And so one way we can complete a stress cycle. So I want to give you some ideas I like to call shaking about how to make. So that's a really simple one that you can do. There's a couple other things that I want you to try. The next one is breathing. Breathing is essential for completing our stress cycles. And so if you can take some intentional time to do some deep abdominal breathing, that's where you're making sure that you're breathing more stress, right? If you put your hand on your chest and one hand on your abdomen, when the stressor goes away, you want your abdomen to extend further, and you don't want to be breathing up here in your chest. People, when they are going through really significant things in their life, so deep abdominal breathing, say a doctor going through school, complete the stress cycle. Will get sick. So we have shake it out after the stressor is gone. Number 3, and so this one is one of my favorites, but I'm a hugger. A 20-second hug. Now, if you haven't done a 20-second hug, I want you to try it out and see the physical response in the body that the rabbit will use to complete the stress cycle. One of my very good friends and I, whenever she sees me, she gives me a nice hug, and we always hug. So I want to give you some ideas today about how to make it. And so, that big sigh, that's a really simple one, is you completing the stress cycle. So I want to challenge you to try hugging. We often 20 seconds. Okay. And notice when you have that big one is sigh of relief. Okay. The next one is belly laugh. Whether that's getting out an old video or looking at some kind of crazy YouTube video, or thinking about a time when you had a belly laugh with a friend, when the stressor goes away, that you know is going to make you belly laugh. That is a great way. You don't want to be breathing up here in your chest. Okay. Next, not my favorite, but we definitely can complete a stress cycle this way. Is one way big old cry. Complete the stress cycle. So you notice after you cry, you probably go, like when you're wiping your tears away. Again, that big stress. A 20-second release. Now, if you haven't done a 20-second hug, I want you to try it out, and you may feel how long the physical response. We don't feel great after crying, that the rabbit will use to complete the stress cycle. Sometimes we need to cry. Okay. The next one, and a wonderful way to complete a stress cycle, so I want to give you some ideas today about how to make it. And so I want to share with you that's a really simple. I've been doing creative expression lately. A good friend of mine has been teaching me ukulele lessons. Okay. And I got a ukulele about a year ago for my birthday. And it's sat in my closet. And so when these ukulele lessons came up, I was like, yes, I am going to sign up for these. And so that is a form of creative expression that's helping me complete my stress cycles. There's lots of other ways that you can, but those are just a few that I wanted to share. Most people, when they come to us, can pinpoint a significant amount of stress that happened before they got sick. So I want you to work on completing those stress cycles. Know that when the stressor goes away, that doesn't mean the stress goes away. So we have to complete those cycles in our body. Okay? So breathing, 20-second hug, a big old belly laugh, old cry, a big old cry. So you notice after you cry, you try one out and let me know below what when you're tried and what works for you. that big stress.
A 20-second.
That's a really simple. I've been doing creative expression.